friends, and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name's Shauna and it's lovely to meet you. Today I have something very exciting planned because my mum is still here. She's visiting for the weekend and we had a lovely little day yesterday going for afternoon tea, having a little wander around Marchmont, the Grange sort of area. And today, it's a little bit later in the afternoon, but for the past little while, ever since they opened up, or reopened maybe, a train station in East Linton, we have been wanting to visit. Now, East Linton, there's not a ton to do there. It's not like North Berwick where, you know, it's known for having a lovely high street with lots of shops and cafes, and there's the beach and the seabird centre and, you know, the golf course. There's lots to do. So East Linton is much smaller, and I've not been before, my mum's never been, and we're imagining that it might be a little bit like Kinross, which we love visiting. I'll actually maybe link a video below or somewhere on the screen to a video I filmed in Kinross if you've never been. It's a lovely, quaint little town. There's not too much there, just lovely cafes and nice little houses. So I've heard that East Linton is very picturesque. I'm also supposed to be packing my bag because we need to leave soon. But yeah, it's a very picturesque place apparently, where various television shows, I think, and maybe even movies have used that as their filming location because it is very quaint. There's also the, what is the name of that place? Preston Mill, I think it's called Preston Mill, where they filmed a scene in Outlander, a very sort of famous scene, I think in season 1 maybe, when Jamie is sort of hiding underwater when the soldiers come looking for him. I think at his, is it at Lallybroch maybe? I'm not entirely sure, it's been a long time since I watched Outlander, but I do know they filmed at Preston Mill, so we're hoping to visit that today. We're hoping to have a little look around the, I don't know if it's a town or a village, centre, like little square area, because it looks very pretty. We've looked up pictures, and we also noticed that there's a Bostock bakery there. I don't think we'll get to visit that today because I've been to the North Berwick one and really enjoyed it, and this I think is their original. Anyway, I'm spraffing on. But anyway, I just wanted to introduce the video and let you know that we're heading to East Linton today. We're gonna walk to Waverley Station, catch the train to East Linton, which I don't think is very long, maybe like 20 minutes-ish on the train. And then we're just going to have a little wander, and I'm looking forward to bringing you along and experiencing it for the first time with you. Okay, I'm going to pack my bag because we really do need to leave in the next few minutes. I think I feel a few spots of rain. We've made it to East Linton, the sun is out shining, and we're just having a little seat, a little drink of water, and then we're going to set off on a little wander and see where we end up. First impressions, so picturesque and quaint and very peaceful. So we're looking forward to just having a very quiet wander this afternoon and just have some fresh air, soak up some sunshine and see some new places. We just had the loveliest experience at Night Owl Books. The owner, I think her name was Rebecca, was so incredibly sweet and recommended a book to me, and we just had a good old chat with her, and her bookshop is absolutely beautiful. Just been to the Mart just behind me there, and I had heard about it because I did a little bit of research before coming here, and then we'd kind of forgotten about it, and Rebecca mentioned it to us that it was really near the bookshop. So we've just had a little wander around there. I got myself some hibiscus tea, and we really considered stopping at the really fun like sort of noodle bar that's in a bus, because we are a little bit peckish, but yeah, we might just go somewhere for a tea maybe. But yeah, we're just gonna have a little wander and see what we end up going. But it was very tempting to have some noodles on the sort of old bus. We've had our snack. We ended up going to the Crown and Kitchen or something. The food was lovely. It was just insanely loud, like really. I guess that's just like a little pub. That's what happens in little pubs. It was just so loud that when we were talking to each other, we couldn't even hear each other. We were sat right next to each other. So anyway, we've had something to eat at least, and then we're just deciding whether we're going to go to Preston Mill or head back to Edinburgh. We were a little silly and got carried away looking at houses, and we went past the entrance to the road that we were supposed to be walking along to Preston Mill. So we're not sure if we're going to make it before the train. We're going to try, but we may have to turn back. Somewhere to add to our list for our next visit to East Linton. We can see it! We made it! We literally have to turn around in a minute or two to make our train, but we have seen it, and here I'm going to quickly show it to you before we have to leave. We hurried and cut short our little outing to Preston Mill, only to get to the station and find out the train is a half an hour delayed. So we're just going to be waiting around here for half an hour. But thank goodness, as you can see in the background, it's a beautiful sunny evening. So yeah, at least it's not pouring with rain. Finally, here we are, half an hour later. But thankfully we are actually going to get back to Edinburgh because this is the last train and the next one is 10 p.m. at night. So that was my mum and I's first visit to East Linton, and it actually really exceeded our expectations. We expected it to be really picturesque and lovely, but there was actually so many things to see and do that we actually did regret not going a little bit earlier on in the day. But I think that just made sense because we'd had a really busy day the day before and we were both a little bit tired in the morning. So I think it was nice to have a chill morning, have some lunch, and then head over to East Linton for the afternoon. But we're both really excited to head back over the next time she visits, and the days will be even longer and we'll just plan it a little bit better. But I was sitting editing the video this afternoon and I realised that I didn't share with you what book I got from Night Owl Books, and I knew that if it was me watching this video I would be really nosy at what book, I had got. So I thought I would make myself a little cup of hibiscus tea, which I got from the Mart farm shop, and really enjoying it. I've never had just pure hibiscus. I call it tea, but it's just an infusion really. And I've been really enjoying it. So I'm actually gonna put this down because it is still really hot. And I also have my fun jumper on because I wasn't planning to film right now, and I do apologize if the lighting's not great, but we do have this to just brighten things up a bit. Anyway, the book that I got from Night Owl Books, first of all, one of my favorite bookshops I've ever visited. The owner could not be lovelier. She was just so excited to share recommendations with me, which surprisingly I don't get very often when I go into bookshops, and I'm always so excited to get new recommendations because I can get in a little bit of a rut. I tend to sometimes read the same genre or read the same author, and I think that's why sometimes I do get in a little bit of a reading rut. So as soon as I got chatting to her and she found out very quickly, I actually can't remember how it came up, that I'm a huge tea fan, and she knew straight away that I would really enjoy this book. So it's not the sort of book I would normally read. It's called The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane, and I've read half of it already. So it follows a girl called Leanne who lives in a rural Chinese village, and I can't remember when does it first begin, the dates. So from 1988 we start following her journey, and it's about their customs, traditions, and her family makes a living off of selling tea leaves. And then you just kind of follow her life and it progresses, and there are some sad moments, but I'm really hooked. I'm very bad at describing it, but I will leave a link to the book down below where you can read a full summary and blurb. Suffice to say, very much enjoying it. And next time I visit Rebecca's shop, I'm going to be telling her how much I enjoyed it. And she also gave me 2 other recommendations. Maybe I'll just share them with you too. So the other recommendations she gave me was The Lost Storyteller by Amanda Block, and I Captured the Castle by Dodie Smith, who also wrote 101 Dalmatians, I think. And oh, actually she recommended one more called The Dud Avocado. So those are a few recommendations if you were interested. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much if you've made it this far, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with my mum and me as we explored East Linton for the first time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!